I want you to think about a simple question. What exactly are you putting on your lips? Because for something so common, lipstick has more myths surrounding it than almost any other cosmetic. Some people believe all modern lipsticks are completely vegan. Others believe the exact opposite, that every lipstick still contains crushed insects or animal fat. Some think lipstick is full of dangerous chemicals, and others assumed it's basically just colored wax. And here's where it gets interesting. Some of these beliefs are true. Some are half true, and some come from very old history that people still repeat today, even though the science has completely changed. But lipstick itself, that didn't start as makeup at all. The first lip colors in ancient civilizations were used for religion, status, protection, even war. At one point, wearing lipstick could get you accused of witchcraft. At another point, it was a symbol of royalty. And today, it's one of the largest cosmetic industries in the world, worth billions of dollars, powered by very precise chemistry. So in today's episode of Simple Things Surprising Histories, let's uncover what's really inside lipstick, how those ingredients evolved, what science actually says about them, and what modern lipstick is made of today. Because the truth is far more surprising and much more interesting than the myths. When we think of lipstick today, we imagine sleek tubes, creamy textures, and dozens of shades. But the history of lip color starts in places where survival, ritual, and symbolism mattered far more than beauty. The ancient Sumerians, around 5,000 years ago, are believed to be the first to create colored pastes. But their lipstick wasn't a cosmetic. It was powdered gemstones, often crushed lapis lazuli, mixed with oils. It showed status and protected from sun and wind. Then in ancient Egypt, lip color became truly iconic. Cleopatra famously used red pigments made from crushed beetles, particularly the cochineal insect, which produces a strong red dye called carminic acid. She mixed it with beeswax and oils. But Egyptian lip color was more than beauty. It was believed to bring protection from spirits, and for the wealthy, it signaled power. Meanwhile, in ancient China, lip color was tied to culture and refinement. Chinese formulations were often made from plant dyes, beeswax, and even scented oils. During certain dynasties, lip tinctures were stored in beautifully decorated jars, showing that this wasn't just makeup, it was artistry. The fascinating part? All of these early formulas were natural, but not always safe. Some ancient pigments, especially in the Middle East and Greece, were made from lead-based minerals, which we now know were toxic. So when people say old lipsticks were safer because they were natural, the truth is, they really weren't. As societies changed, lipstick went through a period of controversy. In medieval Europe, lip color was strongly discouraged. Wearing red on the lips was seen as unnatural, even sinful. Some women who used lip stains would secretly rub berries to enhance color, but wearing visible red paint could get one accused of witchcraft or immorality. Then everything changed in the Renaissance and Victorian eras. Royalty began using subtle lip colors again. Queen Elizabeth I revived the bright red trend using a mixture of plant dyes and beeswax. But the major transformation came in the early 20th century, when lipstick became mass-produced. This is when we start seeing formulas that resemble modern ones, a combination of waxes for structure, oils for smoothness, and pigments for color. But now comes the real question. What is actually inside modern lipstick? Let's go step by step. Modern lipstick might look simple, but scientifically, it's a carefully engineered solid. It's made of 4 main categories. 1. Waxes for structure. Lipsticks don't melt in your hands, but soften on your lips because of wax. Common waxes include beeswax from honeycombs, candelilla wax from a Mexican desert plant, and carnauba wax from Brazilian palm leaves. Carnauba wax is the same one used to give cars a glossy finish, but cosmetic grade, refined, safe for use. Waxes are the backbone. They make lipstick solid, help it hold its shape, and control melt temperature. 2. Oils for glide and hydration. If you've ever noticed some lipsticks feel creamy, some matte, and some oily, that comes from the oil blend. Common oils include castor oil, mineral oil, lanolin from sheep's wool, not meat, cruelty-free, jojoba oil, shea butter, argan oil in premium brands, silicone oils in long-lasting formulas. Oils control smoothness, shine, and how evenly color applies. 3. Pigments for color. This is where most myths come from. Modern lipsticks use a mix of iron oxides for reds, browns, and yellows, naturally mineral-based, titanium dioxide for brightness and opacity, D and C dyes, synthetic lab-tested coloring agents, and yes, some lipsticks still use carmine, the pigment from cochineal insects, but it is labeled clearly. Vegan lipsticks avoid this and use synthetic reds instead. So the claim all lipstick contains insects is false, but the claim some lipsticks use insect-derived pigments is true. And 4. Additives for stability and safety. Modern lipstick also contains small amounts of antioxidants to prevent oils from going rancid, preservatives like phenoxyethanol, silica for texture, and polymers for long-wear formulas. Each ingredient must meet strict cosmetic safety regulations. Unlike ancient lipsticks with lead or dangerous minerals, modern formulations undergo chemical testing for safety and stability. Now, here's the surprising part. Many people fear lipstick ingredients because the names sound chemical. But every substance, natural or synthetic, is a chemical. For example, octadodecanol sounds scary but is just a moisturizing fatty alcohol. Microcrystalline wax is a refined petroleum-derived wax, but it's purified to cosmetic standards and widely tested for skin safety. CI 15850, CI 16035 are simply color index numbers for red dyes. A long label doesn't mean something is dangerous. It means the product uses scientific classification, which is standardized around the world. Some people also worry about lead in lipstick, but here's the truth. Lipstick is not allowed to contain added lead. What studies found were trace amounts naturally occurring in mineral pigments at levels far below safety limits, similar to levels found in many foods. If ancient formulas had lead, modern formulas definitely do not. We've all used lipsticks that stay all day and others that smudge instantly. Why? The answer is science and formulation engineering. Matte lipsticks use less oil and more wax and silica. This creates a dry, pigment-rich layer that sticks to the lips. Creamy lipsticks use more emollient oils, so they spread easily but don't last as long. Liquid lipsticks use film-forming polymers. Once the solvent evaporates, a thin, flexible layer of pigment remains. That's why they don't budge. So the magic of long-lasting lipstick isn't magic at all. It's chemistry. Many viewers wonder, are vegan lipsticks genuinely vegan? Yes, they can be. The main animal-derived ingredients that appear in some lipsticks are beeswax, lanolin, and carmine pigment. Vegan products simply replace them with candelilla or sunflower wax instead of beeswax, plant oils instead of lanolin, and synthetic or mineral red pigments instead of carmine. So vegan lipstick is not a marketing trick. It's a different formulation. The lipstick of the future won't be much about color. It'll be about ethics and innovation. We're already seeing bio-derived pigments, Companies are developing pigments grown by bacteria or algae, replacing insect-derived colors entirely. Lab-made wax alternatives. Engineered waxes that melt at specific temperatures for better glide. Eco-friendly packaging. Refillable metal tubes and biodegradable packaging. Less plastic, less waste. Some brands are testing 100% compostable or recyclable lipstick bodies. Lipstick might be an old invention, but its evolution is still happening. So the next time someone opens a lipstick tube, here's what they're really holding. 5,000 years of history. Science that balances wax, oil, pigments, and polymers with precision. Debates that started in ancient temples, continued through royal courts, and now appear in modern ingredient lists. And behind all that, a surprising truth.
If you enjoyed uncovering what truly goes into that simple little tube, give this video a like, share it with someone who loves makeup, and subscribe to Simple Things Surprising Histories for more fascinating stories hidden in everyday objects. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.